What's happening, guys? John and Jeff here with Best Price Nutrition. Be sure to check out our website at BestPriceNutrition.com. Follow us here on YouTube as well as all social media platforms. We do a lot of giveaways, have a lot of sales, and let you guys know about new products we're getting in. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a topic that I think probably everybody is interested in, hair loss, hair thinning, and how to prevent it. So as you guys can see here from this giant stack of supplements, the first 3 or 4 we're going to do are going to be geared towards preventing hair loss for people who take pro hormones and are worried about DHT levels. And then we're going to get into some products just for overall helping to prevent hair loss, maybe help thicken your hair. And I think that's something everybody's interested in. You know, my girlfriend, every morning when I leave, I wear my hair up all the time, which is bad for your hair. And every morning she stops me and says, "Let me fix your baldy sour."
Oh, baldy sour?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I think maybe I need to pick up some of
help
these
you out.
products.
Yeah. So first of all, you know, me and John are not doctors. You know, none of this stuff is really FDA approved. I don't think so. So, you know, I know there's you know, the finasteride, the minoxidil, tons of videos on all that. We're not going to be going through that. And if you want to go deep into the science of like DHT and how it works with hair loss, again, there's tons of videos out there. We've only got so much time to keep you guys here. We just wanted to talk about some of the products out there because we get those types of questions a lot.
Yeah.
So, especially with pro hormones or things with like TRT and steroids, which we're not going to go into, the first few products we wanted to talk about were ones that can help reduce DHT. And DHT is what causes, is one of the main causes for hair loss. So, and that's a big question that we get all the time.
This is probably one of the most common questions about pro hormones.
Yeah, and with pro hormones, there's a wide array of pro hormones that we sell. And a lot of the times it's going to be based on, you know, your family history and everything. But some of the pro hormones that, you know, have, that are going to produce a lot more DHT are like the 19 norms.
Was that going to convert to testosterone?
Yeah, so it's like the decabolin, the Ostaplex, the Blackstone Labs abnormal. Doesn't mean you're going to lose a whole bunch of hair on these. It's not steroids, but you could shed a little bit more than usual. So the first product is lycopene. So lycopene here, now this was, there's one study out there showing that there's several enzymes in this that are going to inhibit the conversion of testosterone into DHT. So now food sells one of these. Again, this was just based on a study that was out there that looked at lycopene and foods that had lycopene in them, like tomatoes. Soy isoflavones. So this was based on some research that was done. Again, it, you know, inhibits the conversion of testosterone into DHT. So Life Extension has a soy isoflavones supplement, but there's also soy proteins out there too that you could take.
You have everything in this video. We just created a brand new collection of hair loss prevention supplements. So I don't know if we'll have room to link to every one of these numerous products in the description box, but at the very least, we'll link to the collection. You guys can find all these products down there.
That's a good point, yeah. Otherwise, you may have to hunt for these quite a bit. The next one, which is a very popular one that's been for a while, is Supplemento. This is also used for like prostate, but there's been a lot of research. One of the most interesting ones was a 2-year trial that compared Supplemento to finasteride. And finasteride is a very popular, you know, it's got some sexual side effects that, you know, stop people from using it, and you also need a doctor to get that. But 100 men that had mild to moderate pattern balding, finasteride led to hair regrowth of 68%, which is great. But 38% of the Supplemento users also saw improved hair growth. So the nice thing about Supplemento, you can buy it online, you can buy it from us, whereas finasteride, again, you have to refer to a doctor.
This is gonna have, you know, I was actually curious about the finasteride, but there's a lot of talk about side effects and things like that, so you really shouldn't have any issues with Supplemento. It's cheap, and it's gonna support your prostate health as well.
Exactly, so it's a great alternative to finasteride. Last one's coconut oil. Now, coconut oil, I cook in my eggs every morning, and I think a lot of people use them for even for like teeth and face and everything.
Yeah.
So there have been a few small-scale studies that show that coconut oil, because of the lauric acid in it, which is a substance found in coconut oil, may have an effect on the enzyme that converts testosterone to DHT. So, you know, looking online, some people do take this, rub it on their spots, you know, you rub it back there for you. And coconut oil is cheap, but it's something you can test out as well.
Interesting you brought that up. Indian head massages are like, it's part of Ayurvedic medicine, and that's actually good for hair growth as well. Yeah.
Okay, well there you go. So those are the four. So again, lycopene, soy isoflavones, saw palmetto, and coconut oil. Those are good things to reduce DHT, especially if you're taking prohormones, maybe you're on TRT, or even with steroids. So, yeah. So next we're going to go into just overall like hair health, some things that have shown to reduce, you know, baldness and that kind of thing. But again, these are just based on research and studies.
So first we got biotin. I think, you know, when I think of hair support supplements, it's one of the first things that comes to mind. I know it's in a lot of shampoos and a lot of these kind of hair growth kind of blend type products. Biotin is a water-soluble vitamin whose deficiency has been shown to manifest itself in hair loss, which suggests that micronutrients play a vital role in supporting healthy hair. This is something you take orally, and as little as 1 milligram per day for just a week led to the disappearance of biotin deficiency symptoms in people. We have this Now Foods biotin, 5,000 micrograms. You get 120 capsules per bottle, and then we also got the biotin shampoos.
Yeah, so yeah, biotin is very popular. I know my wife takes it, you know, for hair, you know, because the girls in their hair. But she got me starting to take it, and it's actually part of another product. But I did notice, even my hairdresser noticed that my hair grows quicker, you know.
Okay.
So in the end, it costs me more money to get more haircuts.
And this is going to be Jason. There's a shampoo and a conditioner, as well as the Avalon Organics thickening shampoo.
All right, the next one is Argan Oil. Now, there's a lot of talk in the forums about Argan Oil, but one of the studies that it was actually a clinical trial with humans where the Argan Oil increased dermal density by 13% compared to placebo. Now, the dermal stem cells are what's, you know, is a good cause for improving hair growth. So seeing a 13% increase, that's why this is so popular, I believe, is because of that study, clinical trial actually. So what a lot of people do is they take this, you know, this is an oil, take it in, you can drop it where you're having problems, rub it in. I'm not sure how long you need to take it, but it's cheap enough to try. And if you do look out there, you'll see this product being talked about in a lot of the forums.
It's funny, years ago that stuff was super expensive, and all the women were crazy about it for, I guess it's really good for skin. I remember my girlfriend used to buy this like $100 bottle that was probably even smaller than this, and then you had to buy this super expensive micro, whatever, face cloth, and yeah, stuff was all the rage a couple years ago.
I'm glad it's gone down in price. I'm not sure how much we sell it for, but I know it's not that.
Right.
Yeah, so great product to try. This is from Now Foods.
Okay, and just helping with one I'm not going to be able to pronounce. Tocotrienols. We got Life Extension, super absorbable tocotrienols, 60 capsules per bottle. Evidence suggests that it helps promote healthy hair. There was a study done involving 38 women and men with various types and degrees of hair loss. Those receiving the supplement with 23 IUs, which this is 13 milligrams. Or I'm sorry, 50 milligrams. I'm not sure how that converts into IUs. Plus 50 milligrams of mixed tocotrienols experienced 34% increase in hair numbers over 8 months, while those receiving placebo experienced a slight decrease in hair growth numbers. And so the product that we have there is going to be the Life Extension Super Absorbable Tocotrienols, and again, this will be linked down below.
Yeah, so that was an 8-month study, so you know, it was 34% after 8 months. So it is kind of a long time to, but hey, if it results in more hair.
I feel like most of the supplements we take on an ongoing basis anyway. So.
Yep. Next one is turmeric. So turmeric, that's used for a lot of good things.
They're really good for inflammation.
Yep.
Yeah, a whole host of things.
Yeah, I mean, this is great. But, and, you know, unknowns to me, you know, there's also evidence that, you know, while it's not going to prevent baldness, but some early age studies have found the effects against increasing DHT. So, you know, this would be another good one probably to take when you're on a pro-hormone, if it's got some potential DHT reducing effects. But overall, like we talked about, turmeric is just great to take. So that may be one more added benefit.
And we also carry, we're out of stock of it at the moment, but we also carry a turmeric supplement from High Tech Pharmaceuticals. Yeah. That one has their cyclosome liposomal delivery.
Yes.
So it's going to be even more bioavailable, and typically you will be able to find that on the site as well.
Yeah, great product.
And you know, one just kind of interesting thing. I know Andrew Huberman had talked about, you guys can check out the video. If you Google Andrew Huberman turmeric, it'll pop up, but I believe it was like messing with his DHT, or DHEA, and he was having a hard time building muscle. I think that's pretty rare, but I know a lot of people seem to be really concerned about that with turmeric. So just to throw that out there, check out Andrew Huberman's video on that. But overall, I like this. I take turmeric.
All right.
We'll move next. What do we got? We got green tea, ECGC. Now Foods, green tea, 400 milligrams, 90 capsules per bottle. Evidence shows that this may prevent hair loss and aid in hair regrowth. ECGC stimulated dermal papilla cells and promoted hair growth in human hair follicles in a laboratory setting as well as in human subjects. And I think this is really good for energy levels and weight loss as well.
Yep, got a bunch of benefits with that one. And if you want to learn more about the dermal papilla cells, there's a lot of research out there, really good research on what they found. And it's related also to the argan tree extract. So a lot of good stuff out there on that. Next one is zinc. So zinc, so there's a few different options for zinc. You got the tablets, or you've got the lozenges. I personally take the lozenges every day.
You don't actually take this very same Now Foods 50
okay,
yeah.
Gotcha. Zinc's great for a lot of things. You know, recently with the pandemic and everything, people trying to enhance their immunity, of course. But also, I've read a lot of stuff for testosterone.
I was going to say, it's pretty much every test booster has like vitamin D and zinc in them.
Exactly. So the zinc as well, you know, now it never said that zinc itself will, you know, reduce hair loss, but they have seen increased hair loss in people that have a zinc deficiency. So depending on how much zinc that you're getting per day, I don't think you know if you had a deficiency unless you went to the doctor.
That's it.
Yeah, but I mean, he takes 50 milligrams a day. I take 25 milligrams a day. It's really cheap. You know, like this, I don't know how much this is, 20 bucks, 100 lozenges, lasts you like 3 months.
Yeah, I think on the site, I think we have some good volume deals set up. If you buy a couple bottles, it's even cheaper.
Yeah, so this is just a great product overall to take. But yes, so making sure you don't have a deficiency can help with hair loss.
Okay, then up next we have North American Urban Spice Pumpkin Oil. Pumpkin oil, some research has found that pumpkin seed oil, an oil that's cold pressed from pumpkin seeds, may help prevent hair loss and even stimulate hair growth. There was a study published in Evidence-Based Complementary and Alternative Medicine that found men with male pattern baldness who used a pumpkin seed oil supplement for 24 weeks experienced a 40% increase in mean hair count, so that's pretty substantial.
Yep.
And I believe, isn't pumpkin oil good for the prostate and testosterone levels as well?
Yeah. It seems like the prostate and hair
are tied together.
Yes, exactly. Yes. So this, I'm not sure if you actually take one or you take a tablespoon daily. So the question here would be, did they drink it or did they rub it on their head, I guess, is the question. So if you look up the study on this, you'll find more information about that. Next one is vitamin D. So vitamin D, again, this is something I think we all take here.
Absolutely.
You know, there's a few studies where women who had female pattern hair loss, but also had an over 60% below normal vitamin D levels, were treated twice with vitamin D per day. At the end of the trial, more than 62% of the participants had 75% or better hair growth, and 27% of the participants had 100% hair regrowth. That's pretty substantial.
Yeah.
And I think this is like the iron or like the zinc we talked about earlier. It's more about having a deficiency in vitamin D, which I think a ton of people probably have.
Oh yeah.
You know, especially if you live, you know, where you're not in the sun a lot, getting a vitamin D supplement. You know, how much do you take per day? Do you take?
Which one do I take? Oh, you know what? So I was taking 10,000 a day, which is
Pretty good amount.
considered high by some. I just recently noticed that a lot of people recommend taking 10,000 every 3 days.
Okay.
So I have kind of started taking a day or two off between it, but yeah, I take a lot of vitamin D.
Yeah, it is fat soluble, so it can sit in your system.
And you know what? You didn't think I'd let this video slide without talking about my vitamin D study.
What's your vitamin D study?
So a recent study came out. This one may interest you fellas out there. A recent study came out. I believe they were taking 50,000. Is that IUs? Yeah, 50,000 IUs of vitamin D a day. Jeff knows where I'm going with this.
I know where you're going.
As well as, I believe it was 100 milligrams of vitamin K2. And very small study, it was only like 15 guys or something like that. But according to this study, guys picked up about a ½ an inch in both girth and length of their members.
Our camera girl's cracking up right now.
So that may interest you. You guys can Google it, vitamin D.
That's a whole video in itself.
Yeah.
Yes. That's an addict. You know what? I see this being our top seller. All right. Man, how do I follow up with that? Iron. Okay, so iron. What do I got? Iron right here. So iron from Now Foods. So there's a study that observed. Now this was in women with female pattern hair loss, and they saw that they were very low in iron. I know this is a common problem with women. I'm not sure why. I know my wife was low in iron, you know, when she went to the doctor. So I'm not sure why women, you know, have issues with iron.
Women even just, I mean, I think women in general have issues with iron, but just their body and things they go through every month, I think, depletes iron.
That definitely could be it, yeah, related to the blood. So this iron is a great one. I think this is the one also. There's some that do have, that can cause some stomach discomfort, but this one is one of the safer ones to take.
Okay, then next up we got copper. This one's going to be Solar Ray Copper, 2 milligrams, 100 vegetable caps. Researchers observed that tripeptide copper complexes, a growth factor for various types of cells, stimulated the elongation of human hair follicles and of the dermal papilla cells. So we got Solar Ray Copper. So when they talk about the
tripeptide copper complex.
Yes, this is a copper amino acid chelate complex. So we'll have to look into if that qualifies as the tri. But yeah, copper.
Yep. Yeah, showed the longer hair, and again back to those derma papilla cells. So okay, so next we're gonna, you know, finally we're gonna go into the all-in-ones. So one of our best-selling, and actually one I take, is called Hairfluence. As I mentioned earlier, you know, my hairstylist, you know, talked about my hair growing out very quick, and this is something I take. So, but this has like vitamin C, vitamin D, it's got vitamin B, it's got the biotin, it's got collagen, and keratin. All of these have been shown to help with hair strength, hair growth. So that's kind of why I take it. You know, I'm older, but it's a great all-in-one product to help with your hair.
You have one, I'm surprised this one didn't make the list. Maybe this is more nails and hair, but collagen? When you do your research?
Collagen was a lot for the skin.
Yeah.
You know, not as much directly for the hair.
So I know a lot of people report that their nails grow like crazy when they're taking collagen. And I've heard people anecdotally say hair, and I'm not sure if there's any research to back that up. And then last but not least, we have the Life Extension Hair, Skin, and Nails Collagen Plus formula. In this one, we have some B vitamins. We got biotin, pantothenic acid, calcium, zinc, copper, so some of these minerals and trace minerals that we had as standalones. Verisol, which is like a patented premium branded bioactive collagen peptide. Synetine, which is soluble keratin. And then silicon from bamboo extract.
And the silicon specifically was actually talked about in some studies for hair growth. There's not too many companies out there that just sell a specific silicone product. I know we don't.
Right.
That was one of the few that actually had it as an ingredient, which made it a good one. So, All right, guys, I know that was a long video, and a lot of these products, as John mentioned earlier, we're going to link to a collection that you
Yeah, so you
created.
can find everything we've mentioned today.
Yeah, we may put some maybe some combos or stacks together so
Right.
you can save a little money if you want to buy quite a few different things. But we'll be coming out with more products for hair loss in upcoming months because we do know it's an issue that guys like us have, some ladies as well. But yeah, so
Edison, you just said you're losing your hair.
Yeah, apparently.
she liked the vitamin D study that we talked about earlier. But anyway, you wanna call us out here?
Yeah, so definitely check out the website, BestPriceNutrition.com. We'll link down below the collection. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell. We got some giveaways coming up, and we've been adding a ton of new products to the site. We got the EAS Myoplexes back, all new flavor of Plex and Super Greens. So we've got pretty much a video probably every day for you guys for the next 2 weeks. So make sure you subscribe to be notified of those, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.
Thanks, guys.